Fam, after Moot told me about this, bro, controller mouse, I started playing mad. I got a sniper shot here, double tap there. I couldn't be stopped. Fam, don't think I'm gonna keep this info to myself either, blood. I'ma take it back to the man them. We're gonna run the EU server easy, bro.
Now, what can I say about controller and mouse? Well, let's look at it from a scientific no one understands. Like dinosaurs. And then, how fast can someone run if they have boiling hot water when X under their is equal to the number of molecules inside of a banana? In my studies, comfortability is directly linked to better gameplay. So if you're comfortable, go for it. Now. Controller mouse, controller mouse, controller mouse, controller mouse. That's all I hear Mook talk about, controller mouse. There's people who've been playing on controller for the longest. There's people who've been playing on mouse and keyboard for the longest. You're nothing special. What's with the mixing? Just pick a side. I'm mouse and keyboard. There's nothing better. Ear. Hey yo, when Mook first told me about this, I was about to smack the taste out of his mouth. But then I went home and I tried it. And word to my dad, playing like that is OD. I will deadass never play another way. Word is born, you know what I mean? Yo, we need to make a video about this, man.
Okay, so I wanted to make this video as an update to the controller mouse video I made around 4 years ago. I wanted to do an update because I've been streaming Hyperscape lately and I have a hand cam on and they're like, yo, how are you playing like that? And yeah, I kind of just wanted to show how I play, like what the controllers are in that game. And it's been 4 years, some things have changed. So first I'm going to talk about the changes to the peripherals. I used to use the Xbox One controller. It's wired, connected to the computer. I swapped that out for the Wii U Pro controller, plus a dongle to connect to the PC. And then I also switched my SteelSeries Sensei 310 Ambidex mouse to the Razer Viper Ultimate Ambidex mouse. The Ambidex mouse is probably the best option. You can use any mouse with multiple buttons on it, whatever your preference is, but the more buttons you have on your mouse, the better. I switched to the Wii U Pro controller because back when I used to play, it was Overwatch, and Overwatch was unique because you could play with a mouse and a controller simultaneously without the inputs interrupting each other. Games that came after that, like Apex, that was the first game I wanted to play, and it just didn't allow that. So what I ended up doing was the Wii U Pro controllers, the dongle allows you to put the input into D input. That way the computer sees your inputs, but the game does not. Usually some games will allow you to disable the controller inputs, and then you can just use a program like Joy-to-Key to set the buttons to a keyboard press. But a lot of games don't give you that option, so that's why I went with the Wii U Pro controller option here. And we're just gonna jump into the game, and I will show you what my buttons layout setup is. Okay, so we're in the Hyperscape training room. Basically, I'm going to go over the controller first and then the mouse second. The controller, all you're using is the left side of the controller. You can still map stuff to the right side, which I do, but it's not super important to actually playing in the game. Obviously, I have the analog set to movement. Also, I'll be using Xbox terms. I use my L trigger. L trigger is my reload.
Come on.
LB is my hack on the left side of my screen, or Q.
Go time.
I have, just like on controller, regular games, when you press down the analog, you get sprint. Now, I have buttons on my D-pad as well. Pressing up on the D-pad brings out, holsters your weapons. Pressing left on the D-pad brings up their hacks and weapons so you can reorder them. And then pressing down on the D-pad is my quick melee. This is probably my only problem with Hyperscape because I have to take my thumb off of movement to do quick melee, right? Which is why I can't wait for auto sprint. Once they add auto sprint, I can use my sprint button for melee. That's pretty much it on the oh, there's also the menu button is tab, and the Xbox button or home on this is the map button. I have like push to talk on the other buttons, but like I said, that's not too big of a deal. Now onto the mouse, right? So obviously the mouse buttons are the same. Shoot, ADS, ping, switch weapons. This is how I mainly switch weapons. I can't use 1 and 2, but luckily there's only 2 weapons to choose from, so it's not a problem. My use or interact is the button, the front button on the left side.
Sure, I can dig that.
Like easy enough, right? Jump is the back button on the left side. I need my jump on my right hand because that's how I've been playing prior to playing PC. On a controller, when you jump, the button is on your right hand. I don't know how PC players jump with their left hand. It baffles me. My crouch button is the front button on the right side. And then the back button on the right side will end up being my hack that's on the right side of my screen, or that's E, I believe, right? Yeah, that's pretty much just how I play. Also, I want to note that no, you do not get aim assist from playing this way, because like I mentioned before, you are emulating keyboard presses with your controller. So the game doesn't know you're using a controller, so you won't get aim assist from it. And then even if you do, I keep it off. I turn aim assist off because I feel like that would be cheating. If you were able to get aim assist while using a mouse, that's absolutely ridiculous. I would consider it cheating. If you have any more questions, hit the comment section, or you can always stop by my stream, twitch.tv/Mookie Ninja. I'll have the link to like the Wii U Pro controller and the May Flash converter and everything in the description. So, yeah. Peace.
Hey, what you doing? What are you doing?